nak buat accounting firm, law firm ke, partnership dia boleh jadi sampai kalau tidak silap saya sampai 20, okay, 20 partnership, okay. Kalau untuk certain business entity. And kalau kita tengok ya, for this partnership, okay, as a partner, okay, the co-partner is actually they agree voluntary, okay, to run and also to operate the business for profit, okay. When we talk about this partnership, okay, I always suggest and also advise, okay, the partner to do the partnership agreement. Okay, when we talk about this partner agreement, okay, partnership agreement is each of the partner, okay, they have to sign a special legal agreement. Dia kena sign this special legal agreement so that when they have this partnership agreement, okay, every single owner, every single owner, okay, they know that they know that what is actually orang kata the rules and regulation in the business. Okay, walaupun lah kita ni masing-masing owner, tetapi kadang-kadang kita takut kita overuse the power dan sebagainya, ataupun kita overuse orang kata kita punya position dan sebagainya. Jadinya kita kena tahu, okay, kita kena siap-siap buat this partnership agreement so that everybody know about the orang kata kita punya boundaries, okay, as a partner in the business. Okay, so kalau kita tengok apakah benda yang kena ada dalam agreement ini, antaranya adalah the name of partner, okay, the name and nature of business, right, the amount of investment that each partner invest for the business, okay, the duties, the right, the responsibility for each of this partner, okay, the procedure for sharing profit and loss, and also, okay, if we say that we want to dissolve the business, okay, how this asset will be divided, okay, among of this partner, so that everybody clear. Kalau katalah kita nak dissolve the business, then how about the asset? Okay, how about the asset? Macam mana kita nak divide the asset to each of the partner in the business? And then next, in this partnership, okay, usually the owner and also all the partner, okay, they have to decide how to divide in terms of the profit and also the loss from the business. Okay, we also have to outline the duties, the responsibility for each of the partner. And then all the partner, okay, bila kita dah buat all these things, each of the partner, they have to agree to the condition that we already state in the partnership agreement. Why we need to do this partnership agreement? It is because of we want to prevent from any letter disagreement that could occur among the partner. Because of partnership ini is not easy. Okay, because of walaupun lah kalau kita buat dengan kawan baik sendiri sekalipun kan, orang kata bila comes to the business, okay, akan ada banyak orang kata challenge risk yang kita akan hadapi, dia akan melibatkan emosi dan sebagainya kan. Adik. Sekejap ya. Alright, okay, sorry, I continue ya. Okay, tadi saya stop. Okay, macam saya cakap tadi ya, kalau kita nak buat bisnes yang berkaitan dengan partnership ni, even itu adalah best friend kita dan sebagainya. Okay, buat bisnes ni melibatkan emosi kan, jadinya macam-macam hal yang mungkin berlaku in the future. So to prevent all these disagreement in the future, then we advise to do the partnership agreement. Okay, so kalau kita tengok ya, berkaitan dengan partnership ni, kita ada tengok, kita akan lihat daripada segi advantage and also the disadvantage of this partnership. Yang pertama, kalau kita tengok advantage untuk partnership ni pun dia very easy to form. Okay, seems like super partnership, this partnership pun dia sangat mudah untuk form. Okay, dari segi documentation pun very easy. Kita ada saja, kita isi je SSM form dan register, that's it. Okay, you can run the business as usual. And then in term of the startup cost pun also low. Okay, dan kita ada dari segi regulation is quite limited regulation, and then kita kalau kita tengok because of this partnership regulation, kita decide among our partner. Okay, and then dari segi management base, we can get a broader management base because we can get the experience, the skills among our partner. Okay, and then next one, kita boleh juga increase in terms of source of investment base because of in terms of capital, we can share the capital among the partner. Alright, and also the last one, okay, kalau kita tengok dari segi tax advantage, okay, sama juga seperti tadi, sole proprietorship, kita ada tax advantage, yang mana selalunya kalau sole proprietorship dan juga partnership ni, kita punya tax ni selalunya dia akan join dalam kita punya personal tax. Okay, kita punya individual tax. Okay, partnership pun selalunya kita akan register under the enterprise selalunya lah ya. Alright, and the next one, kalau kita tengok disadvantage of this business partnership, disadvantage-nya adalah yang mana this partnership pun dia punya what we call liability adalah juga unlimited liability, yang mana sama seperti propertyship, anything happen to the business, then our personal asset can be involved. Okay, they affect our personal asset juga. Kemudian continuity pun, the lack of continuity, because of if let's say that one of your partner decided to stop the business, they decided that not to join the business anymore, you cannot simply run the business as usual because we have to dissolve and kita kena re-register again. Okay, the business. So that's why we call it as a lack. Kalau kita tengok dia ada lack of continuity. It's not as simple macam okay, you tak nak lagi join business kita, okay, you boleh withdraw dan kita run je business macam biasa. Tidak. Okay, sebab ini kalau partnership jenis macam ni selalunya kita kena dissolve dahulu dan juga kita kena register semula. Okay, register semula dalam SSM with another name. Okay. Alright, and then next one, dari segi another disadvantage of this partnership adalah yang mana the responsibility for our business partner, okay, obligation, ya, maksudnya sometimes some of the partner, okay, dia rasa dia ada portion in the business, so that dia mungkin overrule ataupun overuse the power. Okay, dia tak follow the regulation ataupun obligation that they already state in the business. Okay, and the next one, another disadvantage of this partnership adalah dari segi capital as well. Okay, because of kita boleh katakan this partnership pun is difficult to raise the capital, and then it could happen in term of the partner conflict. Ni biasalah ya, akan berlaku konflik, dan juga in term of the authority. Okay, how we want to divide the authority. So these are disadvantage of the partnership. Okay, alright, ada apa-apa soalan setakat ini? Ada apa-apa soalan? Ada apa-apa soalan? Alright. Okay, next one kita akan tengok dari next kita akan tengok another business ownership adalah corporation. So, let's see what is a corporation. Okay, kita selalu dengar perkataan corporation ya. Okay, mega corporation dan sebagainya. Okay, corporation is actually a business organization, alright, that operate as a legal entity where they separate their owner and also orang kata kita akan separatekan the owner and also the individual. Okay, maksud saya owner and individual ni, okay, dia tak akan campurkan the owner as orang kata, dia tak akan campurkan the owner punya orang kata personal asset dan juga the asset of the owner in the business. So maksudnya dia akan divide, okay, dia akan separate the owner itself. Okay, dia maksudnya kalau kita tengok corporation ni, dia lebih berbentuk orang kata macam mana ya nak cakap, dia lebih organized dan juga dia lebih stable compared to, saya boleh katakan stable compared to the enterprise tadi, so propertyship dan juga partnership, because of dia ada limited liability. Dia dah siap-siap dah, bila kita register under corporation tu, dia akan separatekan kita as a owner. Okay, and Alright, dia akan seperti kita as owner and also as individual lah. Maksud saya kita tadi as owner and individual ni dia tak akan campur adukkan kita punya personal dalam kita punya business. Okay. And in doing so for this corporation, we know that kalau kita nak buat benda ni lebih organized dan organized dan lebih orang kata lebih selamat, okay, kalau kita tengok ya, corporation ni lebih selamat because of dia tidak melibatkan kita punya personal asset. And of course, if let's say that we want to register for the corporation, it's not as simple ataupun it's not as easy as sole proprietorship and also partnership tadi. Okay. For this corporation, kalau kita tengok ya, before we start, okay, because before we start form the corporation, okay, kita dah kena involve with paperwork and also the document. We can see that for the corporation, dia punya registration more complex, complex compared to the sole proprietorship or partnership. Kalau sole proprietorship and partnership is very easy, we go to the SSM, kita fill in ataupun sekarang ni online saja, kita online saja isi all the requirement dalam SSM, as simple as that, submit. But for the corporation is quite complex because of kalau kita tengok corporation ni selalunya kat belakang dia kalau dekat end of the registration tu sendirian berhad, selalunya macam tu sendirian berhad ni selalunya dia lebih detail. Okay, so we have to prepare for the paperwork and also the document before we start register this corporation. Okay, so for the corporation, what we have to do, okay, we have to file the application with the state for permission to operate. Okay, so this application known as the article of incorporation. For this article of incorporation, usually, okay, the document that we include information such as the corporate name and also the type of business, okay, in which this corporation will involve. Maksudnya kita dalam article of incorporation ni, kita dalam dokumen tu kita state kita punya corporate name dan juga business ni terlibat dalam industri apa. Okay, this corporation involved in which industry. Okay, and then in addition to this article of incorporation, okay, we also have to write a set of corporate bylaw. Okay, this corporate bylaw is actually the rules by which the corporation will operate. Okay, alright. What are the item dalam corporate bylaw ni? Okay, under this corporate bylaw, they will include okay how the company will elect their directors of the corporation and also when the stockholder will meet. So maksudnya awal lagi kita dah state siap-siap okay the rules ataupun kita boleh katakan the corporate bylaw, yang mana dalam corporate bylaw ni kita dah state siap-siap how we want to elect our director for this corporation dan juga bila kita akan buat meeting with our stockholders, shareholder lah ya. And then once kita punya article of incorporation ni approved by the states, and then the state will issue this corporate charter. So corporate charter ni sebenarnya license lah. Okay, corporate charter is actually a license where they allow us to run the business. Kalau kita tengok, kalau kita kat Malaysia contohnya macam SSM, dia dah keluarkan the corporate charter, then we can run the business. Okay, well under this corporate charter, okay, they will state the purpose of our business. And also dalam corporate charter ni dia akan siap tulis, dia akan list down all the law and also the guideline under which our business will operate. So kalau katalah kita dalam F&B, okay, dalam kita punya corporate charter ni dia dah ada siap-siap dah law and regulation, okay, that we have to follow. Okay, so ini adalah corporation. Tetapi kalau kita tengok walaupun corporation ni dia lebih detail, dia lebih kompleks berbanding sole proprietorship, tetapi dia lebih selamat because of kalau kita tengok dia adalah lebih berbentuk limited liability. Okay, dan juga kalau kita tengok corporation ni selalunya dia ada, kalau company yang memang dia dah orang kata dia dah prepare okay to grow the business in the future. I mean that dia nak go for, contohnya dia nak go for the public public corporation dan sebagainya. Okay, dia nak masukkan dalam bursa saham ke dan sebagainya, dia dah nak go for this one, so dia akan do for corporation. Okay, so kalau kita tengok ya, alright, for corporation apa dia punya advantage and disadvantage-nya adalah salah satunya macam saya cakap tadi, dia adalah limited liability compare to the sole proprietorship dan juga partnership, dia unlimited. This one is limited liability, so that's why dia adalah merupakan business ataupun legal entity yang memang dia dah separatekan the owner as individual kan. So kalau apa-apa jadi sekalipun to the business, they won't touch our personal asset. Dia tak akan ambil kita punya creator ke any personal asset, dia tak akan ambil. Dia hanya akan melibatkan kita punya business asset sahaja. Okay, and then another advantage of this corporation adalah dari segi ownership. We can transfer the ownership. Compared to the partnership and sole proprietorship, kita tak boleh nak, orang kata kita nak pass the ownership to other parties. Kita tak boleh nak elect another director for the business. Okay, kalau senang kata kita tak boleh lah nak jual shareholder ke apa, tidak. Tetapi kalau untuk corporation, it's quite easy for us to transfer the ownership because of we can issue our stock, kita boleh jual kita punya share, right, to those yang interested to buy. Then they can become a new director for our business, okay, for our business, for our company. So dia adalah transferable ownership. And then next, another advantage of this corporation adalah separate. Okay, sorry, dia easy to gain the capital because usually the corporation ni dia punya reputation, dia punya status lagi orang kata high compared to the sole proprietorship dan juga partnership. Dia punya status credibility tu lebih orang kata lebih bagus lah, okay, berbanding tadi dengan enterprise. Sebab tu kalau company yang memang dia dah look forward, okay, untuk orang kata sustainability, dia nak embark into the market yang lebih besar, dan they go for the sedia berhad. Okay, usually they start dengan enterprise, then after dia dah stable in the enterprise, dia dah nampak dah dia punya grow, then they go for the sedia berhad. Okay, dia register under the sedia berhad. Okay, and then next one, as I mentioned, this is a separate legal entity. Okay, so meaning that for this corporation, okay, you must have a detail. Okay, kita kena awal-awal memang kita dah kena tahu dah, kita kena ada detail in term of auditing, reporting. Okay, sebab kita perlu buat, okay, kita kena buat AGM every year with our shareholder, with our investor, kita punya director, dan juga of course we have to do the audit. Okay, untuk corporation ni adalah wajib untuk ada buat audit at the end of the year. Ni adalah benda lah berbanding dengan sole proprietorship and partnership. Walaupun kena audit tetapi tidak orang kata sewajib corporation. For the corporation, it is a compulsory for them to have a audit because of they have to declare. Alright, they have to declare all these thing during the AGM. Itu yang kita tengok ya, this corporation ni dia lebih organized berbanding dengan enterprise dan juga sole proprietorship. Okay, and then next dari segi tax advantage juga because of usually kita register ni dan dia ada business tax. Okay, kita can do for the business tax, and in term of continuous existence because of we know that okay, we can inherit this ownership so that we can continue the business as usual. Kalau katalah kita dah satu hari tak nak jadi director, we can sell the business ataupun we can sell our share to other individu yang interested ataupun to other parties, kita punya partner ke sebagainya dalam kita punya corporation ni, then they can run the business as usual. Okay. Alright, and then disadvantage, okay, so for this advantage of this corporation, first one, it is closely regulated, okay. Number two is higher startup cost, okay, compared to enterprise dan sebagainya because of kita kena tengok, kalau kita tengok untuk corporation ni memang daripada early beginning dia dah start, dia dah kena ada dah dia punya registered accountant dan sebagainya because of they have to do registered accountant, auditor daripada awal lagi ya, because of they are running the Senyam Berhad company, jadinya kena make sure all these document are well prepared. Okay, and then next one, we can say that alright, we also have to face, if let's say okay, apa-apa business juga kita kena predict for the losses, and then we have to do the yearly reporting. Yearly reporting ni wajib. Kalau macam sole proprietorship, partnership, kita tak nak buat tak ada masalah, kita tak ada, orang kata is not compulsory, but for the Senyam Berhad ni dia memang wajib. Okay, dia kena ada yearly reporting because of important thing bila dia nak pay for the business tax. Okay, and then due to this situation, okay, due to this reason, of course they must have extensive record keeping. Dia punya record keeping mesti superb. And next, another disadvantage adalah segi possibility in term of the charter restriction. Okay, so ini adalah merupakan disadvantage of the corporation. Okay, alright, ada apa-apa soalan? Ada apa-apa soalan? Okay, next one kita tengok another ownership, kita ada limited liability company ataupun kita panggil sebagai LLC. Okay, this LLC, it is actually a business where they operate and pay the tax as a partnership but has a limited liability for the owner. It's like a corporation tadi kan, tapi ni adalah berbentuk partnership. Okay, yang mana each of the partner, okay, dia ada liability, dia ada limited liability for the owner. Dia macam corporation tadi yang mana kita punya ownership ni pun dia tidak melibatkan, kita punya business ni dia tak akan touch our personal asset as well. Okay, for this limited liability, okay, it will combine some advantage for both partnership and also the corporation. Okay, dia ada combination of the advantage for both partnership and also the corporation. In this LLC, we can say that the liability of the owner is actually limited to their investment. Okay, the profit, they only tax only once. And then usually this form of business is for smaller businesses compared to the sendirian corporate tadi corporation lebih berbentuk besar ya, corporation tadi. Okay, so kalau kita tengok apa dia punya advantage and disadvantage of this limited liability company LLC. For this LLC, they also consider as a separate legal entity. And then there is an unlimited number of shareholder. Okay, the limited shareholder, the unlimited number of shareholder, and then the tax benefit for the partnership. Okay, and then next, another advantage of this LLC yang mana, okay, kalau kita tengok ya, member they have a management control of the business without having to take the risk in terms of the liability. Okay, and then the member can be individual, can be partnership, they can be trust, corporation or other LLC. The membership can be transferred, okay, and then they can get various capital raising option, and alright, there is a free of regulation imposed on the as corporation. Meanwhile, kalau kita tengok ya, for this disadvantage of the LLC, yes, it's like a corporation. What you have to do, you have to pay for the filing cost, yearly filing cost, and then we have to spend a lot of time in terms of preparing the filing. Okay, we have to make sure that kita punya paperwork must be excellent and we need to have a legal and also the accounting assistance, okay, especially in preparing all the document, okay. Alright, and the next one itu adalah kita dah habis cerita berkaitan dengan ownership. So business ownership kita dah habis. Now we go for the legal consideration and requirement. So these are all the requirement and also requirement that each of the business, okay, entrepreneur need to follow in order to start the business. Okay, so different legal requirement, okay, needed for different industry. Okay, contoh kalau kita tengok kalau F&B dia punya legal requirementnya adalah berbeza untuk contohnya fashion. Kemudian untuk hotel pun berbeza compare dengan restoran contohnya. Different business industry they do have a different legal requirement. So basically ni adalah general regulatory requirement. Ini yang general saja untuk all business industry. Yang penting, okay, of course we need to have a permit, license and also the regulation. Apa yang kita perlu ada adalah dari segi federal license and also the permits. You kena nak register untuk start business, of course kita kena dapatkan license and permit from our state, from our contohnya kalau kita kat Malaysia kita kena register for SSM to run the business. Okay, and then kita kena juga get the permits or license if let's say that we operate, okay, in a certain industry, for instance, that we have to register for the radio and television station. Okay, of course kita nak kalau untuk certain product, okay, kita nak produce certain product, then we have to get the permission dan sebagainya. Macam kalau kita tengok ya, untuk hotel, untuk restoran-restoran yang besar sebenarnya, kalau kita tengok untuk even dalam shopping mall ataupun dalam retail store yang kita boleh katakan retail store yang besar ya, usually kalau dia nak start the business pun music, okay, music yang mereka mainkan tu pun dia kena register. We cannot simply play. Kalau katalah contoh hari ni saya nak buka lagu raya sepanjang raya ni kan, saya download saja, contohnya saya download je lah kan daripada radio dan sebagainya, ataupun sekarang tak radio kan, kita boleh download daripada internet dan sebagainya, tak boleh ya. We have to register to get the permission, okay, to play the song. Okay, dia ada license dia. Okay, kita kena dapatkan dulu permission dan baru kita boleh play the song. Okay, sama juga kalau macam hotel pun, kalau kita tengok the TV station dan sebagainya tu, they have to get the permission to kata play the channel dan sebagainya. kepada umum. Dia tak boleh simply macam kita pasang je lah TV apa-apa boleh. Okay, dulu-dulu masa saya awal kerja saya tak faham. Okay. Dan baru kita tahu, okay, dulu saya kata kenapalah masa saya praktikal lah, masa ingat lagi masa saya praktikal saya tak tahu lagi kenapalah setiap kali, setiap hari kita akan dengar lagu yang sama berbulan-bulan kita dalam retail store ialah praktikal masa tu hari-hari dengar lagu yang sama tau. So kita dah repeat everyday dengar lagu sama, boring kan. Sedangkan waktu tu pun kita ada CD, kita dah boleh play CD kan, ada CD dan sebagainya. Kenapa kita tak buka CD lain kan? Rupa-rupanya masa tu baru saya tahu, okay, kita tak boleh simply play the song, okay, without the permission of the HQ, okay, sebab dia kena dapatkan permit to play the CD. Itu dia punya requirement lah sebenarnya. Okay, alright. And then next, another requirement adalah dari segi kalau kita tengok payroll tax. Okay, kita as an employer kita kena bayar employee tax. Kalau kita kat Malaysia ni kita kena bayar perkeso, sukso, dan juga kita ada KWSP. Okay, and then juga kita ada employer tax. Okay, kita as employer pun kita kena bayar for the employer tax. Alright, and kalau kita tengok macam kita kat Malaysia pun macam saya cerita tadi, different in business industry dia kena ada different requirement. Contohnya kalau kita nak buka nursery, taska, kemudian kalau kita nak buka tadika dan sebagainya, dia ada different requirement juga. Okay, contohnya jabatan kebajikan kena datang ke taska, dia kena lihat dulu, okay, dia kena buat inspection, bomba kena datang, kena buat inspection, all the inspection dah lepas, dan barulah dia boleh run the business. Kalau tak boleh, sebab these are all the requirement. Okay, dia kena register ke badan pada badan kebajikan masyarakat, kena register for that, okay, for the taska, because of it is very important. Sebab itu adalah requirement untuk kita, right? Sebab tu kalau you nak cari taska satu hari nanti pun, nak cari taska untuk anak-anak, you tengok sama ada dia register for that agency ataupun tidak. Kalau tidak register berbahaya, sebab kalau dia tak register benda tu, kalau anything happen to the kids dan sebagainya, kita orang kata tidak di protect, lebih kurang macam itulah. Okay, okay, alright. So next one, kita tengok berkaitan dengan, kita dah habis cerita berkaitan dengan legal requirement dan sebagainya. Now we move to the feasibility study. Okay, bila kita nak start the business, we have to do the feasibility study, okay, in term of the market. Okay, kita nak tengok dari kita punya customer dan sebagainya. Banyak benda yang kita akan tengok. The first one, kita study berkaitan dengan market. Okay, the market. Okay, kalau kita tengok analysis on the market, we known as a market feasibility. So this market feasibility is actually we do the assessment overall appeal of our market about the product or services that we propose. Okay, so we can say that we are studying about our market. Okay, we have to look at whether, okay, the market can accept our product or not, or what type of product that we can offer to our market. Okay. Alright, so ni macam kita belajar lah, okay, kita kena study berkaitan dengan kita punya customer dan sebagainya. Okay, so these are the three primary issue that a business should consider bila kita buat this feasibility market. The first one, we have to study in terms of the industry attractiveness. Okay, we have to choose which industry that most attractive. Okay, sebelum kita nak start business, of course kita kena tengok industry attractiveness. Industri apa yang kita lihat attractive, okay, untuk kita start the business. Okay, so the industry, they could vary in terms of their growth rate. Okay, so the most attractive market usually categorized as a large and also growing, important to the customer. Okay, we can say that it's fairly young, okay, rather than old and more mature, and they have a higher high rather and low operating margin, and also there is not crowded. Not crowded ni maksudnya there is orang kata there is not many competitors in the market. Itu maksudnya. Okay, so maksudnya kalau kita tengok market itu ataupun industri tersebut, dia ada all these characteristic, then it could be an attractive market. Itu yang pertama. Number two is about the market timeliness. Okay, for the market timeliness, okay, the timeliness of the interaction of these particular product or services is actually depend on whether, okay, the new company is actually planned to introduce the new product, or okay, they want actually to improve, okay, what they already have in the market. Okay, so maksudnya kita nak introduce totally new product ataupun actually kita nak introduce the improved product. Benda tu dah ada, cuma kita improvise saja. Kita buat modification of the current product. Okay, if we see that the product is actually the modified product, we do the improvement on this product where it's already available in the market. The first step that we have to do is actually we have to determine whether the window of the opportunity for the proposed business is actually open or closed. It means that they do have the demand or not. Okay, kalau katalah kita nak introduce the modified product, kita kena tengok window of opportunity. Window of opportunity maksud kita nak tengok dia ada demand ataupun tidak for this existing ataupun for this modified product. Okay, and the second step, we have to study in terms of the current dynamic of the industry, and we have to look whether the timing of this product is actually good or not. So kita kena tengok lah. Okay, walaupun kita nak selling the modified product, kita kena juga tengok whether dia punya timing tu is right or not. Timing tu maksudnya benda tu masih lagi ada demand ataupun tidak. Okay, and then next, another issue for this market feasibility adalah dari segi identification of our niche market. Okay, usually the entrepreneur, they have a tendency to capture the large market segment. Okay, selalunya dia akan, banyaknya entrepreneur dia akan try to capture the large market segment. However, kalau kita nak jadi the successful entrepreneur, usually we must be able to identify the emerging or undeserved niche market. Okay, emerging ataupun undeserved niche market within this large market. Okay, where if let's say we able to tackle this niche market, kita boleh katakan kita actually serve the specialized market, and insyaAllah, alright, we can be more successful. For instance, contoh saja saya bagi kalau kita tengok kalau kita tengok ramai entrepreneur dia jual, contoh saya bagi dia jual kasut kan. There's a lot of entrepreneur dekat luar sana, kita boleh nampakkan dia capture larger market, iaitu dia jual kasut for everybody. Semua orang kata market for shoes tu is large. Everybody need shoes, betul tak? Tapi some of the retailer ataupun entrepreneur ni, if dia akan capture small ataupun dia capture the niche market within the large market. Within this large market. Kalau kita tengok memang semua orang perlukan kasut. Cuma ada some of the retailer ataupun entrepreneur ni, dia fokus on those yang betul-betul orang kata perlukan some specification ataupun dia perlukan shoes yang betul-betul can fit dia orang kata requirement. Sebab tu kita boleh nampak ada kedai-kedai yang mana dia buat kasut yang very orang kata niche, yang suit to the specific people. Contoh kalau kita nampak macam lupalah nama-nama kedai tu. You boleh nampakkan Medi Shoes contohnya. Kalau Medi Shoes ni kita tahu kebanyakannya kedai-kedai ini dia akan buatkan kasut yang mana kasut tu suitable for the niche market. Yang perlukan mungkin kasut tu dia perlukan those yang perlu dia kena measure dia punya kaki, then dia buat made to measure shoes so that they can fulfill the requirement of this particular customer. So instead of dia capture the larger market, tapi dia capture the niche market within this larger market. Itu maksudnya lah dia identify the niche market. So these are the 3 primary issue that we as a new entrepreneur have to consider bila kita nak study about the market. And then the second one kita kena buat adalah berkaitan dengan product feasibility. So for this product feasibility is actually the assessment of our overall appeal of our product and also services that being proposed. We want to see, this product feasibility, we conduct because we want to know whether our actual product or services, it is actually the product that really need by the customer or not. Kita buat feasibility, product feasibility ni sebab kita nak tengok sama ada our product tu really need by the customer or not. So for this product feasibility kita ada 2 jenis analisis yang kita boleh buat, iaitu kita akan buat concept testing and also kita akan gunakan usability testing. Concept testing, usually we show a representation of the product, meaning that we just show the sample of the product to the prospective user. Concept testing ni selalunya produk tu adalah sampel saja, baru sampel saja, prototype. Okay, konsep testing ni adalah merupakan prototype produk yang mana kita akan showkan, we show this prototype product to the potential user. Alright, we show this prototype product to the potential user because we want to gain, we want to see the customer interest, dia punya desire and also their purchase intention. Okay, we want to get all this information from them so that we want to see whether this product have a demand or not. Okay, this product can attract the attention, this product can, okay, orang kata attract dia punya interest ataupun tidak. Kalau katalah dia punya all these orang kata requirement ni fulfill, dan barulah kita akan produce and also commercialize the product. Okay, itu konsep testing. And number 2, kita akan buat usability testing. Okay, for this usability testing, okay, usually it is actually the method by which, okay, the user of the product are asked to perform certain tasks in order to measure the product ease of the use and also the user perception about the experience. Kalau tadi konsep testing kita baru tunjuk sampel, okay, and for this usability testing selalunya kita akan bagi mereka to try, okay, kita akan bagi mereka to try, okay, the product, so that kita akan tengok sama ada, okay, mereka happy with the product and also kita nak dapatkan the experience from the user. Ini adalah usability testing. Okay, kalau konsep testing ni contohnya kadang-kadang, okay, kalau katalah prototype tu, prototype yang mereka tunjukkan itu selalunya it could be, kalau katalah benda tu besar, contohnya prototype dia hanya akan tunjukkan contoh idea prototype saja. Idea prototype ni kadang-kadang dia hanya tunjukkan slide saja, contohnya 3D dan sebagainya. Okay, dia nak tunjukkan kepada potential customer. Contoh macam kalau selalunya macam benda-benda yang lebih expensive macam kereta dan sebagainya, and early stage untuk konsep testing ni selalunya dia tunjukkan 3D saja dulu. Okay, kemudian barulah nanti dia ada buat market testing. Market testing tu baru dia buat yang usability testing. Usability testing ni dia akan bagi sampel, okay, dia akan bagi orang kata, dia akan bagi pada customer to test and then give the experience. Ini adalah usability testing. Usability testing ni lebih kepada test marketing. Okay, konsep testing ni selalunya at early stage under the product development. Okay, next one, okay, after the product feasibility, now we look at the location and pricing strategy. Okay, so for this location and pricing strategy is actually another feasibility study that we have to know about our location. We want to see whether the location is acceptable or not. We want to rate, we want to rank the location whether it is a good, better or best location. Usually the criteria that we use in order to rank the location is whether good, bad or best. Better or best adalah dari segi demographic information, for instance like their age, their income, the road, the traffic information kita pernah belajar dulu, the neighbor dan sebagainya. Okay, bila kita dah study all these requirement, all these element, dan barulah kita boleh rate, okay, this location is a good, best or better location. Okay, and the next one is about the pricing strategy. We know that we do have a lot of pricing strategy that we can apply. Okay, among the pricing strategy that we can use, for instance, we have the competition-based pricing, penetration strategy, loss leader pricing, and also we have the premium pricing. Okay, kita ada banyak contohnya. Macam kalau kita tengok competition-based pricing ni adalah salah satu cara yang mana kita akan orang kata set the price similar like other competitors. Okay, kita tengok, kita akan letakkan harga sama seperti competitors kita yang lain. Penetration strategy is actually the pricing strategy yang mana kita enter the market by selling the product at lower price compared to the competitor. Kemudian kita ada loss leader pricing. Loss leader pricing, we choose one item to become a loss leader product yang mana kita akan jual below the cost just because we want to attract the customer. And kita ada juga premium pricing. For the premium pricing means that we enter the market by offering high price compared to the competitor. Premium pricing ni kalau kita tengok dia adalah sama seperti kita ada tadi kita ada penetration, now kita ada skimming pricing. Premium pricing ni adalah skimming pricing. Okay, alright, next one kita tengok the last feasibility adalah competitors feasibility. Okay, kita kena study berkaitan dengan kita punya competitors. Okay, competitive analysis. For this competitive analysis is actually the way how we want to identify our competitor. We want to evaluate their strategy. We want to know their strength, their weaknesses so that we can prepare our own strategy as well. Okay, So kalau kita tengok, by understanding our competitors, okay, it will give a lot of advantage to us as entrepreneur because of we can develop our own strategy, we can make our product more unique by using their information. Sebab bila kita tengok, contohnya kita dapat buat good analysis about our competitor, insyaAllah kita boleh tambah baik, improvise our product, we can do better in term of our strategy as well. Okay, sebab itulah kita kena juga buat this competitors analysis. So for the competitors, okay, for the competitors analysis, apa yang kita buat selalunya kita akan list in term of the product, kita akan tengok dia punya profitability, dia punya growth pattern, their marketing objective, and also dia punya assumption, the current and also the past strategy. Kita akan study berkaitan dengan mereka punya organisation core structure, the strength weaknesses in term of the sales dan sebagainya. Okay, dari situ sebenarnya all this information dia akan sangat membantu kita untuk kita develop our strategy as well. Okay, sebab itulah dalam bisnes ni memang juga sebenarnya kita kena, orang kata bukan jadikan kompetitor as enemy, tapi selalunya kompetitor membantu kita banyak dari segi untuk kita develop our business. Okay, alright, so kita dah habis this part for chapter 3 insyaAllah. Okay, ada apa-apa soalan?